The world then was wild, untamed, ancient, and full of danger. Winds carried the scent of earth and ash. Volcanoes rumbled in the distance. Rivers carved their way through vast, empty plains where the first humans began their fragile story. They were not conquerors. Not yet. They were survivors, small, vulnerable creatures standing against a planet that seemed to test their every breath. Each day was uncertain. The forests hid both shelter and death. The grasslands stretched endlessly, filled with creatures far stronger and faster than them. And yet they endured. Hunger was constant. Cold was merciless. But the will to live, that spark deep within, refused to fade. Early humans learned from the land itself. They followed the herds, studied the tracks in the mud, and read the sky for signs of rain. Every sound, every scent became a clue to life or death. One night, something extraordinary happened. A storm split the heavens, and lightning struck dry grass. Fire was born. At first, they feared it. Then, they learned to feed it, to control it. And with that single discovery, everything changed. Fire gave light to the dark, warmth to the freezing night, protection against the beasts that hunted them. Around its flickering glow, fear turned into courage, and strangers became family. The human mind began to awaken. Stones became weapons, sharpened to hunt, to defend, to survive. Hands once meant for climbing now shaped tools, carved meat, and built shelters. Slowly, these fragile beings began to bend the world around them. But the earth was relentless. Droughts scorched the plains. Ice buried entire valleys. Those who survived were the ones who adapted, wrapping themselves in animal hides, seeking caves, learning the cycles of the seasons. They grew wiser, faster, and stronger. Over generations, survival became more than instinct. It became thought. They began to plan, to cooperate, to speak in gestures and sounds that carried meaning. The first sparks of language flickered between them, just as fire once had. And then came imagination. On cold nights, in deep caves, they painted hunts, spirits, the world as they saw it. These are not just marks on stone. They were the first signs of a mind that dreamed beyond survival, a mind that wanted to understand. Life 4.6 million years ago was not gentle. It was raw, brutal, and often short. But through that hardship, something unbreakable was born, the human spirit. From the dust and thunder of an untamed earth, humanity rose, not as the strongest, nor the fastest, but as the most determined. And that determination has carried us ever since.